I don't want you to be getting taken for granted. I want you to love yourself. I want you to shine, to live this life with purpose. You got to find your purpose. Don't feel pressured. Like, I don't have a purpose. I don't know what to do. This and that. It comes with experiences. You should start doing what makes you happy. Even if it's the littlest things. If it's just going outside, going for a walk, do it. If it's drawing, if that's what makes you happy, do it. That's bringing out your inner child or whatever. With content creation, I'm a content creator. And even still, people like don't really know what that means and find no meaning in it or purpose. Like, oh, how are you going to do that for the rest of your life? How are you going to get paid? This and that. At first, it did get to me. I'm like, fuck, like, am I even really for this? Am I going to make it? But if you're with that mindset, you're not going to make it because you're over here thinking about what are people going to think? Like, am I making them happy? I went to school, I went to college. But I didn't go because I truly wanted to. I was thinking I need to make the parents happy. I need to make something out of my life. After I graduated, whatever, even by family, by a lot of family members, I just felt so pressured because they kept asking, oh, so are you working, like for what you studied for? I was still working retail. They were like, oh, when are you gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when was I gonna level up or whatever? But I was like, yo, like, it's hard. It's fucking hard. It's hard to find a job right when you graduate. And that's what they don't tell you. They don't tell you that about college. It's hard to get a fucking job once you graduate. All these companies want like somebody with like 15 plus years of experience when it's like, yo, what the fuck? And once I started doing like social media and all that stuff, they were telling me those things. And that's where I was like, should I pursue this? Should I not? But it was making me happy. Even if I still wasn't making money off of social media in the beginning, it was making me happy. People told me that's a waste of time. What are you doing? Sometimes I even doubted myself. It gets to you. But it truly made me happy. It still makes me happy. I love creating content. I love inspiring you guys through my experiences, through what I learn and all these things. I love makeup. I love fashion. I love it all. I'd rather fucking stay in, create outfits, style some outfits, than go out and party. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to please everybody. And you're not here to please anybody. You're only here to please yourself. You're here to make yourself happy, not to make somebody else happy. Because when you're not doing what you truly want to do, there's no meaning. You like have no meaning. You truly feel empty. There's still a lot of people that really don't put themselves first, that don't love themselves. If you're not putting your happiness first, you do not love yourself, bro. Like, you do not love yourself. Self-love is putting yourself first, putting your happiness first, prioritizing you, prioritizing your goals, everything that has to do with you, not somebody else. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else, even in a relationship. I mean, I can't really tell you guys from a relationship point of view because I've never been in a relationship. In a relationship, I see it as not even loving the other person more than you. You still got to make sure you love yourself. You still got to prioritize you because you don't want to be there pleasing them. You don't want to be there looking for their approval because if you're doing that, that's not the person for you. No. Even with friendships, I don't know how the fuck people put their friends before themselves. That is fucking crazy. But don't get me wrong, you guys. Like, I understand you because I was there at one point, putting family, friends before me. And that was mainly because I had no goals. And by being there for them and not being there for me, I did feel empty. Like, yo, like, you just hit this fucking emptiness. It's like this point where, like, you're just still and everything is revolving around you. You know what I'm saying? When that shouldn't be the case. Like, you gotta be in your own flow. Like, this is your world, hunty. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It's a lot of cases with family where they really don't like what you're doing. They just don't understand you. And it's okay. Because as long as you understand yourself and you know why you're doing it and it really makes you happy, that's all that matters. If you're happy, you will spread happiness. You will be able to give with value, give with meaning, not just some fucking BS. So start prioritizing you, my peeps. Self-love, baby. Self-love. You gotta stop giving a fuck about what other people think and say about you. Stop doing whatever is not making you happy. I don't want you to feel miserable. I want you to live a beautiful life with purpose and with meaning. I want you to be truly connected with your soul and let your soul guide you. We all have different beliefs. We all have a different purpose. We're all experiencing this human life differently, and that's fine. You have control of yourself, of your emotions, of what you think, of your feelings, of your mind. You need to reset. Reset all of that. Stop thinking that you need to put other people first. We got to change that fucking narrative. We got to put ourselves first. Learn how to truly love ourselves and take care of ourselves. You're not here to take care of somebody else. You're not here to love somebody else. You can love other people once you learn how to love yourself, because if you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. What you do shouldn't make other people angry or sad or anything or hate you. Don't worry about that. And that's on them. People still feel like they need to speak up on what they feel about you doing, judging you, and just saying mean shit. But that's just because they're in a negative situation right now. They're not happy in their life. You know, they're not happy with themselves, and you don't want to be like that. Do you? Do you want to be like that? You want to be unhappy and just be miserable? No, you don't want to fucking be like that. Because those unhappy people only try to bring other happy people down. They don't want them to be happy. They don't want other people to live this happy life because they're not living a happy life. But that's on them. They could easily change that by doing what makes them happy, by not doing what doesn't make them happy anymore. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to take a risk. They don't want to change. They don't want growth. They're comfortable. I'm sure you don't want to be like that. Those are then the people that are saying negative things, mean things, judging other people, because they're in this negative space. You want to be positive. You want that positive energy to flow. You want to feel positive.